speed to market, which is very important for the survival of our business. I got his promise that he will do much better, so that any port problem, customs problem may not. We want to really become. I told the chairman port, Chittagong port, I did not come here to, your rules and the regulations, sometimes which is very ambiguous, somebody makes it now being resumed. I have an immense, respect for you. This is the statement of Chief Justice. He made a statement, but I could not believe that, yes, we are very advanced in terms of exporting apparel and textile exporting country, and most profitable work to improve our own operation and looking after the workers so that stability of our production is ensured. All these things together.
Presented by BGMEA.
We can align with the global tariff regime in the future, and we will try. And in fact, our industry remains resilient, committed.
Bangladesh to Europe, almost 45 days. So we can save minimum 20 days out of the globe. For that matter, we need to overcome these natural barriers. And there are only the hinterland and multimodal connectivity as well. And second one is that we are going to also project, which is actually was incepted in 2013, and the formal work started on 2017. It's to be completed by September or at best by October. And it will be in operation by 2030 or 31. So by this time we have a great cargo demands. Now we are handling 3.5 million TEUs. Into effect, some of which already you know that the real-time ticketing of reciprocal tariff phenomenon, we are not at all of it. We are really resilient and we are innovative. We can adapt to the changes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Import and export processes for 100% export-oriented companies, leveraging bonded warehouse facilities, and also talk about the Bangladesh single window, which you just inaugurated a few days ago.
Of course, we are in a challenging situation, but even then, this recognition means a lot to me, to that, and we are as an organization. Thank you very much for that. Well, you have rightly mentioned 7 certificate licensing and permit issuing authorities. We are committed to make sure that all the 90. You know how painful it is to get a.
Like in today's news, it's there that the chairman of BD.
As fast as possible, and we have to fast track this. We have to fast.
So we all know that like Nestle Partners does a lot of projects, especially they're related to the export sector. Zahid, I want to ask you, how can Bangladesh leverage the green transition in the
and finding ways to reduce carbon? As we understand, we have a sizable number of green factories. These green factories focus on operation that I think has to be solved in the near future. This includes the issue of our national grid, which is mostly run by fossil fuel. Only 5% of it is generated from renewable energy. While our country and the only way to public sector, public-private partnership, which would enable government lands to be used for solar parks. This can be explored as well because a lot of government entities have access to actually have a major impact on that. Even for rooftop solar, most of these investments are being made by the industry, by the entrepreneurs. There has to be a proper mechanism for
on behalf of the CEO, the aspects that we have been pushing is to reach the same speed. So we are the best factories in the world in terms of LEED certification, but unfortunately the port capacity is what it is, the airport capacity is what it is, and it's not enough. We are going to be the last to place the orders, but the first to be in the shops. Okay, so we need to be very flexible. Very flexible means to combine shipment modes, sea, air, land, air, so all modes of shipment. So far, Bangladesh is not doing that bad because, again, the resilience of the country and the people is probably the biggest key factor. But we are looking for the new cargo terminal open very soon. I've been I have the privilege to attend to the facilities.
Ministries, the highest level represented in there. So the ease of doing business within the government is not right. It's nowhere near where it needs to be, but it's only because you have key people in key seats. In addition to those here, we have obviously Ashik in Bida Beza, we have the NBR chair, the governor of the central bank. You just need half a dozen to 8 hours time with the chief advisor, and you will want to know exactly what it is that we're trying to deliver. And that is a huge difference. When you have that style...
Should we rest on those laurels, or should we think for the future? Because I feel whatever we've done is history, but it's a foundation that has been laid for the future. I think that distinctly, I had written a lot about tariffs today, but unfortunately Trump changed my speech when I woke up this morning. But that being said and done, the 10% yet has to be dealt with.